So, about a year ago, I released my first game in a long time, Snow Flipper. It did really well. It got over 200,000 players, which is crazy. It ended up on the front page of GX Games, and I ended up making around 10 updates for the game, and I was really enjoying working on it. But I never ended up releasing a follow-up devlog for any of those updates or really explaining what was going on with the game behind the scenes. So I thought I'd catch you guys up to speed, let you know what's been going on, and where I'm going from here. So let's take it back to October 2024. If you've not seen it or played it before, welcome! Snow Flipper is a business management fishing game, and in this first version, you can fish over here, and eventually some guys will show up in the corner that you can sell your items to. There's a little progression mechanic where you can buy a fishing rod, and then with that upgraded, you can gradually catch and sell rarer fish, and then you'll catch the fish quicker too. Your inventory is pretty small, with 8 total slots at the bottom here, and once you fill up your inventory, that's pretty much it. If you want to keep playing, tough luck. This was definitely the first problem I had to solve. Fast forward a couple versions, and the inventory is now working pretty nicely. I added a hat system too, and the game got a new main menu. Add a new mechanic where sometimes you'll pick trash out of the ocean and you can take it to this little guy and he'll recycle it. Which I think adds a bit of fun random chance where you might get a bit of a dud, but you can still get a little bit of money from it anyway. Skipping ahead even further, and there's a little tutorial notice board that shows you the controls of how to play. I improved a bunch of the artwork, and I added these cute little baby penguins. I even released a time-sensitive Christmas update with a little tree and candy canes. But after the tree was taken down and Christmas had come and gone, I decided to start planning a new update. This update, I decided, would take the game to a whole new level. It was going to take the game from a chill fishing game you can finish in about 15 minutes to a full-on fishing RPG. As if to say, like, I'd gone mad at this point. This was going to be the update that would kill the game. But I continued on, unaware of the development hell to come. I added a skill system, because RPGs all have skill systems. I tied this to the amount of penguins that will visit your island, and the types of fish that you can catch. This is all making sense at the moment, but it's going to go downhill pretty quickly. Then I added house building, because who wouldn't want to build a house in a game about fishing, right? So I added a little placement mechanic where you can put down props like a bed or some furniture, and you could buy this furniture from another penguin in the game. And I thought, hey, pretty cool, I'll build this off to the side, and then I've got 2 areas. But I didn't want them to be too similar, so I decided to add a third area, which was going to be a cave. And in the cave, there was going to be another NPC who would let you go mining, which that then distracted me from the house building, and now I was trying to build this other environment, and before I knew it, my game was just a ton of incomplete features, tons of jank, and yeah, a really daunting project that barely worked. So this is Final Clearance. It's not the game we started with, but I decided to use a lot of the code that I built for Snow Flipper for the movement and inventory and the camera and things like that for that game. I deleted the old shit and just built a whole new system from the ground up that supported like mission scripting and rewards and all of that good stuff, and it would kind of save as you go throughout rooms, so now interiors were kind of a lot of the way there now. There's a whole new mob system, physical item drops, health, ladders, interactable items, projectiles, and lights. By the end, this was like a generational leap above the last game. It was so much better, and I really wanted to bring a lot of these systems to Snow Flipper because I do like Snow Flipper. I think it's a really good game. It just lost its way somewhere. So I began the kind of meticulous work of trying to backward code from this new game into the old one, even though the two, although they were based off of the same core systems, they'd really changed a lot. It became kind of impractical to add all the old features back, and I was starting to feel a little bit disheartened. I abandoned the project again and didn't touch it for a good few months. And then, about a month ago, I had the bright idea of why don't I just take the game I have already, that's good and works, and give the guy a fishing rod. Genius. Big brain, big brain. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Bit by bit, over the last month or so, I've been converting this game back into Snow Flipper. It's still a little ugly because of the mixed theming, but here's what it looks like today. The thing actually looks a little better than the old version of Snow Flipper, especially at nighttime. I mean, it's gonna be a long journey, we're gonna have to lock in, but you guys can all roast me in the comments if this is the last devlog I make. So feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.